Hey y'all, so coming at you live from the van again, Roxanne here. Thank you so much to everyone that watched and commented on the last video. It was really fun interacting with everyone, talking about the shakedown, but also all of the things that I might have forgotten. Keep it coming. Like, you guys gave me an idea for a follow-up video that I think will be really interesting, especially for people that are already on the road, but also people that just are curious about the life. But yeah, I think what I wanted to do with this video specifically is just crowdsource some ideas about ways that I can maximize space in the van and make sure that I'm able to do all of the things that I want to do in it. So the first thing, I'm trying to figure out what to do with the front seat. My dog is too big to be there unless I like stabilize that area and do a bunch of things. She's also very anxious. So for her, riding in the front seat is not an option. Also airbags. As much as I know that she would love that window. But I think that the idea that I came up with was, number one, like my backpack and things that are valuable, I would put in the front seat, but also that I might put my laundry there. Like, I feel like laundry and trash are two things that people don't always plan for. I have a space that I can use for my laundry bag, but I feel like that might be a good idea to put it up there. It's a bag that seals. I got it from IKEA. It's really like a good size. You know, you can pick it up. It has straps and you just, you know, take it into the laundromat or back into the house. But it still leaves a lot of space there for me to do something with. So if you have any ideas about what to do there, please let me know. I do also have another space where my laundry can go, so that if somebody is driving with me or riding with me in the passenger seat, I can just move it from that spot to somewhere else and, you know, it'll be fine. Okay, so the second thing that I'm looking for some insight on is the retractable stair or step into the van. For whatever reason, after we fixed the battery, about a week later, it stopped working. So now the step is just out all the time. It's not supposed to be doing that. I did email GeoTrek and they sent me a video that talks about maintenance and things like that. I plan to look at that this weekend and see if that's it. I honestly think it has to do with the power source to the retractable step, because it doesn't matter if I am driving, if I'm parked, if the door's opened, if the door's closed, it doesn't matter. It just stays out all the time now. And it didn't do that when I first got the van. So one thing to know about that is that I had planned to do a fixed step, but the van came with the retractable one. And apparently, like, it's supposed to be a great thing with it just staying out all the time, and me thinking that at some point I'm going to go over something and I'll just hear it go curt. I'm not so sure. So it's not out of the question that I would just have it removed. That's what I'm going to put out there. So any thoughts, especially if anybody has dealt with that kind of step before, as to why it could not be retracting? I'd love your insight. So number 3 is the fan/ventilation dilemma. So as I said in the last video, I did not opt to get the additional max air fan. It's dumb. It's dumb. I don't know why I did that. Especially given how many van life videos I've watched. You would think I would know better. Anyway, what's done is done, and they would have to remove the paneling and the cabinetry to get behind it in order to run the wiring and cut everything to spec, so that it's just a clean finished look for the max air fan if I were to do it post-production, and it's quite expensive. So for now, because I'm trying to rebuild the emergency fund and I have to buy new tires, I have to get all-terrains, I'm trying to find alternate solutions. So what are your thoughts? What are some things that you think could work in here that you've seen elsewhere? What have you used that actually has worked? I do have like this really awesome sliding window, and I've been using a USB fan. I have a feeling that if I get somewhere like really hot, like Texas, when I go down there for, you know, the spring, that's not going to work as well. So thoughts, ideas. I think it was Nancy in the comment section of my last video that mentioned bug screens and things like that, which I did get. It was in transit when that video posted, but I do have it now. And I've got the bug screens for the front windows, for the sliding door and the back door. The thing is with that is, if I'm in a spot where I'm like in transit somewhere and I need to stay at like a truck stop or a motel, like a hotel parking lot or something like that, I can't have those doors open for cross ventilation. So ideas would be helpful. So the fourth thing that I could really use some input on is actually right behind me. So with the garage, part of it will be dedicated to my dog, Kiri, for her to have a dedicated space that she can feel safe to retreat to, especially when the van is moving. She is a very anxious traveler, and I'm still not 100% sure that it's going to work out for her to do like any long-term part-time travel. We'll see. Like, I am actively working with a friend of mine who's a vet and trying to figure out like what kind of just desensitization that we need to do to get her okay with being in the van and traveling in it. Yeah, but in order to do that, part of the thing that I know that works really well for her is having a dedicated space that smells like her, that is her own, that has her bed in it, and a few of her toys for her to feel like safe. And it's also a good idea if I ever have to leave the van to go take a shower, to go to the grocery store, any of that stuff, for her to have a place to retreat to, because if she ever chews up the bamboo in here, I might lose my mind. So one of the things that I could really use just some insight with is, how do I close off the portion after her bed so that the things that I'll have in the garage don't come flying toward her? That, I think, would put an end to any travel and like her even being comfortable being in this van if something decides to shift while I'm traveling and it comes toward her. So my thought is that I would try to find or get a piece of bamboo that kind of matches the decor of the van and do like a partial wall that is removable in case I ever need to, you know, she's not traveling with me and I need to bring in something that's longer, like a bike or, you know, whatever. Yeah, so that is kind of an idea that I had. If you can think of anything else that I could do that would make it easier for her to travel, is what I will say. I don't think it's going to ever be easy, but easier for her to travel, that'd be great. One of the things that I did get asked is whether or not I could just buy another crate and put it in here. So the width of the garage is like an inch too small for me to put a crate the size of what she actually uses now back there. So I'd have to go up a size in crate, which is way too big for her. I have one of those in Texas and she like takes up half of it. And it would also take up 3/4 of my garage. So I wouldn't be able to put like a freezer, which I plan to put back there, or any other gear because most of the space would be taken. So ideas, help, please. The last thing that I need help with is, what do I name this van? Like, people have asked me and I just like, because I don't know. I don't generally name my vehicles. It's just not something that sticks. And so I could really use your help. So please, in the comment section below, if you can think of anything. I wanted something that went along the lines of peace or healing or freedom, adventure, like that kind of a theme. So if you know of anything or can think of anything along those lines, that would be amazing. Yeah, and maybe, you know, we'll pick something from the crowd and just run with it from there. All right. Well, if you're still here, thank you so much. Again, please make comments below. I love engaging with you guys. And I really believe that some of the answers I'm seeking are going to come from your ideas. So I value that. Please, you know, comment section below, contribute. That'd be amazing. Otherwise, I will see you in the next video. In the meantime, take good care.